Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees leave a million guys on base and Aaron Judge makes a huge announcement about his injury. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go! Suck.
And you blew it! You blew it.
It's New York Minute Sports.
Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to visit the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue link underneath the video. Well, you know what's not beautiful? The Yankees offense continues to be dismal, not hit in big spots, and leave runners in scoring position. But we'll get to the full Yankees postgame show in a second. But the big news coming out of the Bronx today, before the game even started, was Aaron Judge was answering questions on the field with the press today. And Aaron Judge really holds his health and the news on his health very close to the chest and does not let people know anything. It's a need-to-know basis with Aaron Judge, and the Yankees let him do it. But today was the first time we've heard from Aaron Judge referring to his injury. He went for the second imaging, and he said, "What are you guys worrying about? I'm coming back. I never had a doubt that I was coming back."
Oh, I'll be back this season. I don't know why I wouldn't be. That was always a plan to come back.
It's funny he says that after the second imaging because we didn't hear him spouting out after the first one. So Aaron Judge will be allowed to get back to baseball activities, and that is obviously major news for the New York Yankees, because I've said it before here on this program that I have never seen in the last 15 years a positional player affect a baseball team more than a starting pitcher in Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is the canary in the coal mine. He's the litmus test, baby. With ever how he's going, the rest of the Yankees go. And when he comes back, obviously, he'll give protection in the lineup for Ben Rice. Then we're going to get Big G back and hopefully get Cody Bellinger back. And when we form like Voltron, this team instantly becomes the best team in the American League. Now, tonight, the New York Yankees continued to leave runners on base, to leave runners in scoring position, and tonight they were 0 for 10. And I am going to rip my hair out if the New York Yankees continue to play Trent Grisham in the leadoff spot. This guy goes 0 for 5 tonight. Whoever's idea is to put him in the leadoff spot, it's diabolical at this time. You got Caballero in the doghouse, which it seems, and every time you play him, you put him in the 9th spot, and hell, you'll even put Schumann in the leadoff spot. But why do you continue to give a guy like Trent Grisham, who's had a terrible offensive year, who's 3 for like 68, in his last 60, 70 at-bats, and you let him go 0 for 5 tonight, and then in the 7th inning when the Yankees finally got some momentum going, and you got a man on and Ben Rice behind you, what does Trent Grisham do? One pitch, one swing, fly ball, foul ball, caught for an out. Thanks for coming out, Trent Grisham. And that's why this team refuses to score runs, because they don't manufacture them. Trent Grisham is swinging for the fences every time. Bro, Rosario and Caballero got the same amount of home runs you do this year. And not to mention, he's slow as shit rolling uphill in center field. When Aaron Judge comes back from his injury, whenever that is, you're putting Aaron Judge in right field, and I want to see Spencer Jones in center field. No more with Trent Grisham. I want to see Trent Grisham off the bench at best. Now, this is where money gets involved. And this is why I've been clamoring and sitting like the guy from One Crazy Summer at this desk trying to win that radio contest, is because I've been yelling, and the New York nuts that watch this show in the comment section have been yelling about Trent Grisham since January, the offseason. And why they gave this guy a $17 million pay increase will always be beyond me. And now they are forced to play him. They're forced to play him because Hal Steinbrenner cannot make up in his mind why Trent Grisham isn't playing when he gave him so much money in the offseason. And the New York Yankees talk out of both sides of their mouth when it comes to Trent Grisham. They're all about the matchups, the analytics, the computers, all of it, right? Then you take your brain out and you throw it in the garbage can because you think Trent Grisham is going to replicate half the season he had last year. Every single year prior to that, Trent Grisham had 5 home runs, and he was the 4th outfielder at best. And guess what? He's returned to form after the payday, and they should have let him go. Brought up Spencer Jones immediately. And this is why I talk about Trent Grisham blocking and stunting the growth and development of Jason Dominguez. If he didn't have that big year, Jason Dominguez would have had another year under his belt, and if he didn't get the start in the outfield this year, there would have been a spot for Jason Dominguez. But since they gave him so much money, and then I heard Michael K., Mr. Potato Head, if he chooses to work one day this summer, I'll call him up and ask him about Trent Grisham, because this has been an abject failure. And just because you're paying this guy doesn't mean you need to roll him out in the leadoff spot every night. I've been talking about this. He is a 5 hitter at best, and frankly, he's a terrible hitter. But if you want to put him in the game, you put him in the 5 spot. And why has Caballero not seen the light of day? And guys like Trent Grisham are allowed to have 5 at-bats tonight. Everyone says the leadoff position doesn't matter after the first inning. Yeah, it does. You get extra at-bats. That's why they put Aaron Judge there when he was going for the AL home run record, because they know that he was going to get more at-bats. New York Yankees tonight. New guys, same problem. Bases loaded walk for the only run for the New York Yankees tonight. Ryan McMahon's bat with the bases loaded was an absolute embarrassment. The New York Yankees are 0 for 11 with guys and runners in scoring position tonight. No runs. And this is the thing about a poor hitting team like the New York Yankees. You know, everyone says average doesn't count nowadays. And to a certain extent, I get your point. But batting average still counts, because when we look at the New York Yankees and we can't wrap our heads around the fact that they're not hitting or producing on offense, look at the batting averages. When you're hitting 211, when you're hitting 217, when you're hitting 212, when you're hitting 169, that means that you're working out to getting a hit every 3 games. And we wonder why the offense goes on the back of a milk carton, because the guys that do get hot, like Jazz Chisholm, are streaky guys. They can only get hot for 3 days. Now, Ben Rice, after the home run derby, he's on the back of a milk carton in a terrible slump. You have Trent Grisham slumping, and Cody Bellinger's out. And I'm sorry, I don't care who you're going to bring in. The 2 guys that they brought in, Ramos had a hit already, and they've already produced on the Yankees offense. But these guys aren't going to be able to save it. And don't think Lombard's going to come in here and start tearing the cover off the ball. He's going to play a great defense, but his bat isn't there yet. I know that he hit a home run in his first game, and everybody was ready to throw a ticker tape parade for this guy. Let's just take a big deep breath. It was exciting last night, but his bat isn't there yet, I think. He was great in AAA, so was Spencer Jones. It takes time to adjust to breaking balls at the major league level. But the New York Yankees continue to struggle, and this is why I sound like the old man telling you to get off my lawn every night here on New York Minute Sports Show, on the Yankees postgame show, is that they need to start producing runs and play small ball. I'm sorry. Do you guys just want to rely on the home run still when you don't have the makeup for it? Or do you guys want to get sac flies, work at bats, get some walks, hit the ball to the second baseman so the guy can make it to third, steal some bags? I mean, it's simple, man. But these guys keep trying to put a square peg in a round hole all season long, and that's why their offense looks like it does. And I even said this in the offseason. Look at the Toronto Blue Jays. Look at the New York Yankees. What goes up must come down in baseball. Both teams wrung out every ounce of energy out of the offensive production that they got. Everybody had career years across the board. And look at what's going on offensively to the Blue Jays and the New York Yankees this year. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has 6 home runs on the year and 0 at home. Who's your daddy? Have fun in the basement, Toronto Blue Jays. Because I heard a lot of shit talk after the World Series in the offseason that the Toronto Blue Jays were going to be the first place team in this division. And I know I say goodnight Canada every night. Thank you for the support, and I love it. But, man, what a disaster the Toronto Blue Jays have been this year. Talking about disasters or mitigating disasters, Will Warren. He wasn't giving out the 5-5-5 deal. Ryan Weathers retired from Domino's. He's no longer giving out the 5-5-5 deal, but Will Warren's still working at Domino's. He's a little depressed that Ryan left. You know, like when you have that really good buddy at work and he leaves. And now Will Warren is the last guy and the 5th starter on this team. Tonight, he goes 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks in 91 pitches. His ERA is 4.18 on the season. And that's when his chariot turns into a pumpkin, is in the 5th inning, guys. He always gets to 2 outs on a count and in an inning, and he cannot get. And Will Warren always gets 2 outs in an inning, and that's when he seems like he blows up, when the 2 balls got rocketed over Trent Grisham's head. I'm not going to blame him for that, and Trent made a pretty good play in the beginning of the game, but those were lasered over his head. And I know that Trent Grisham runs around like he has spackle buckets on his feet, but you know what? I don't think a lot of guys could have caught up to that. But you know what? This just proves every time Will Warren goes out to the bump, he's been declining in his production. His future is in the bullpen. Now, think about this for a second. Will Warren is cool until the 4th and 5th inning. He won't have to pitch that much in the bullpen. So if you bring him out of the bullpen and have him kind of in a middle relief role, that would be perfect for him. Let him go 1, let him go 2, because you know the Yankee starters can't go more than 5, and that this bullpen is getting taxed the way that the New York Yankees offense is producing. And remember, everything has a cause and effect in baseball over 162 marathon. If the offense doesn't produce, that usually means the starters got to go longer or the bullpen arms got to be used more, and it affects everything around them. But the New York Yankees are talking about converting their starters into bullpen arms as the playoffs approach. Will Warren, Luis Gil, Clark Schmidt, who just had a setback and injury, and Weathers are all on that list, by the way. So you know how much that's going to expand the bullpen. Just the question is, who's going to translate well? And I've said this for a couple of years, that Luis Gil, I thought his future was always in the bullpen. Guy can never stay healthy. He reminds me of your boy, our boy, and now Pittsburgh's boy, Duval. But he's got life on his fastball. He's got that kind of live arm. He reminds me of Soriano. And I always said that I think that he'd be a good 7th inning or 8th inning guy. So the New York Yankees are going to do a all hands on deck approach to the postseason and the lead up there. But hey, they just lost the series to the Cardinals, man, because the New York Yankees can't score any runs. It's as simple as that. You can bring in whoever you want. You can bring up whoever you want from AAA. These guys are going to have to wake up, and I just think they're a poor hitting offensive team. It's August 5th, guys. They are who we thought they are, and we're not letting them off the hook. And I think as soon as Aaron Judge gets back, this team's going to turn around. But the question is also about Luis Gil. I forgot to say this. Where's he been? He's not hurt. I have not heard word one about Luis Gil. So it's going to be very interesting as we approach September, and the New York Yankees better start scoring some runs ASAP before they fall back in the division, because the Boston Red Sox are the hottest team in baseball. They just wound up beating the Dodgers. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit your notifications, because I'm going to be covering it all right here every single night on New York Minute Sports. And have you become a New York nut yet? For $1.99 a month, you get twice the show for half the dough. Also, the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue link underneath the video. All the t-shirts are shown during the show are made in the USA, just like yours truly. Go and grab one now. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby! Good night, Canada. Bye.
That's your boy.
So
He
have the
said
word.
he was.
Goodbye. That's my boy.